Hello and welcome. In this math tutorial, our task is to find the positive real values of x, y, and z that satisfy this system of nonlinear equations. To do this, we are going to start with a very simple substitution. So, let x be equal to a squared, y be equal to b squared, and z be equal to c squared. Now, with this substitution, the first equation is going to be a squared minus the square root of b squared times c squared is equal to 42. And of course, from this equation, we get a squared minus the square root of b squared times c squared, of course, is equal to b times c. And this is still equal to 42. From the second equation, we have b squared minus the square root of c squared times a squared is equal to 6. Once more, from this equation, we have b squared minus ca is equal to 6. And from the third equation, we have c squared minus the square root of a squared b squared is equal to minus 30. And of course, from this equation, we also have that c squared minus ab is equal to minus 30. Now, the next thing we are going to do is that we are going to multiply this first equation by b. We are going to multiply through this first equation by b. So we have this times b. We are going to multiply through the second equation by c. So we have this times c. And we are going to multiply through the third equation by a. So we have this times a. When we do this, we have a squared b minus bc times b is equal to b squared c. So here we have b squared c. And of course, this is going to be equal to 42b. In the second equation, we have b squared times c minus ca multiplied by c is equal to c squared a. So here we have c squared a. And of course, this is equal to 6c. And from the third equation, we have c squared times a minus ab times a is equal to a squared b. And this is equal to minus 30 times a. Now, what we are going to do is to add all three equations. Now, on the left-hand side, you can see that we have a squared b and minus a squared b, so they are going to cancel themselves. We have b squared c, or rather, minus b squared c and plus b squared c. So these two are going to cancel themselves. And here we have minus c squared a and plus c squared a. So they two are going to cancel themselves, leaving us with 0 on the left-hand side. Then on the right-hand side, we have minus 30a plus 42b plus 6c. Now, once more, we are going to repeat the process of multiplication. But in this case, instead of multiplying through the first equation by b, we are going to multiply through this first equation by c. So here we have c. Instead of c, in this case, we are going to multiply through by a. So here we have a. And in the last equation, instead of multiplying through this equation by a, we are going to multiply through by b. So here we have B. Now, multiplying through this equation by C, we have A squared C minus BC times C is BC squared, and this is equal to 42C. In this case, we have B squared A minus CA times A is CA squared, and of course this is equal to 6A. And in the last equation, we have C squared times B minus AB times B is equal to AB squared, and this is equal to minus 30B. Now, once more, we add all three equations. And you can see that we have A squared C and minus A squared C. So this is going to take care of that. We have minus BC squared and plus BC squared. So this and this are going to take care of themselves. And lastly, we have B squared A and minus B squared A. So this and this are also going to take care of themselves. And once more, on the left-hand side of this, we are left with 0. And this is equal to 6A plus, or rather, minus 30B plus 42C. So now we have a second equation, that is 6A minus 30B plus 42C is equal to 0. Now, when you look at these two equations, you will notice that if we multiply this second equation all through the second equation by 5 and then add it to the first equation, we are going to be able to eliminate A. So what we have is, in the first equation, we have minus 30A plus 42B plus 6C is equal to 0. And then multiplying this second equation by 5, we have 6 times 5 is 30 minus 30 times 5 is 150. So this is 150B plus 42 times 5 is 210. So this is 210C. And of course, 0 times 5 is equal to 0. So this is still equal to 0. Now we add the two equations. Minus 30 plus 30 is equal to 0. So this is going to be eliminated. We have 42 minus 150. Of course, that is going to be equal to minus 108B. And then we have 6 plus 210C. That is going to be equal to plus 216C, and this is equal to 0. Now, from here, we can see that minus 108B is equal to minus 216C. And of course, if we divide both sides of this equation by minus 108, this is going to take care of that. And 108 into 216 is, of course, equal to 2. So from here, we have that B is equal to 2 times C. Now, let us go back to this second equation. We have 6A minus 30B. But we have found that B is equal to 2C. So here we have 2C plus 42C is equal to 0. Simplifying this, we have 6A minus 30 times 2 is minus 60C plus 42C is equal to 0. We have 6A minus minus 60c plus 42c is going to give us minus 18c, and this is equal to 0. From here, we have that 6a is equal to 18c. Dividing both sides of this equation by 6, we have that a is equal to 3c. And now that we have found a and b in terms of c, what we are going to do is to go back to this third equation. So from this equation, we have c squared minus a is equal to 3c. B is equal to 2c. And this is equal to minus 30. Opening the brackets, we have that c squared minus 3 times 2 is equal to 6. And c times c is c squared is equal to minus 30. C squared minus 6c squared is equal to minus 5c squared, and this is equal to minus 30. If we divide both sides of this equation by minus 5, this is going to take care of that, and minus 30 over minus 5 is equal to plus 6. So we have that c squared is equal to plus 6. And of course, since we are looking for the positive real values of x, y, and z, from here we have that c is equal to the square root of 6, the positive square root of 6. And having found the value of c, we go back to these two equations to find the values of a and b. So we have that a is equal to 3 times c, that is 3 times root 6. And b is equal to 2 times c, that is 2 root 6. Now we have the values of a, b, and c. The final part of this solution is to find the values of x, y, and z. So we have that x is equal to a squared, and a is equal to 3 root 6. So x is going to be equal to 3 root 6 squared. 3 squared is 9. Root 6 squared is 6. 9 times 6 is equal to 54. Y is equal to b squared, that is 2 root 6 squared. 2 squared is 4. Root 6 squared is 6. 4 times 6 is equal to 24. And lastly, z is equal to c squared, that is root 6 squared, which of course is equal to 6. So we have found that the positive values of x, y, and z that satisfy these three equations simultaneously are x equal to 54, y equal to 24, and z equal to 6. And with that, we come to the end of today's tutorial. I hope you learned something new. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a like to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.